Yo, well, it's Lee Henkin here. So today I want to talk about something I've noticed, and that is that I've noticed a few kind of people in the online lead gen space in different circles online making outlandish claims that cold email is dead or dying as a channel for B2B lead gen. Um, I would say, just to start this off, I would say this is largely BS, in my opinion. Is cold email getting harder? Absolutely. Is cold email changing? Absolutely. I mean, in the 3 years I've been doing it as a service, it's changed a lot even in that time. Like whether it was deliverability, volume, whatever, it's changed a lot. So I would say just straight up, no, it's not dying or dead. It is changing and getting harder, but it really what this means, these challenges and changes means essentially, I would argue, actually being smarter and more strategic. So I think basically just like mass blasts and turbo ramming, as people call it, not so much. I think probably more tailored approaches, more kind of careful, logical thinking around offer positioning and things like that is going to be really important. I do think volume's still going to be absolutely necessary, mind you, but I just think volume needs to be leveraged in a way that's sensible and has logic, not just fucking mass turbo ramming without any really kind of logic behind it. I mean, it's just absolutely that's just terrorizing prospects, if you ask me. So I think it's changing. It's definitely getting harder, but dying or dead, absolutely not. I mean, if the thing is that I'd say too, I've been working in digital marketing a long time. I mean, I started in this online biz game 2013 doing freelance copywriting, and I've seen these kind of claims with so many channels in the last 10 years, whether it was fucking Facebook ads, like webinars, ebooks don't work anymore as a lead magnet, webinar, no one, like all this fucking shit. I've heard so many of these claims in the last 10 years about so many different strategies, tactics, channels, and none of them came true, honestly. But what has happened is that things got harder and more challenging as more people start doing that thing, start using that strategy, start using that tactic, start using that channel, which is what we're seeing with cold email. More and more people are using it. So yes, it is getting harder. Generally, positive response rates probably across the board are going down more. So you need to kind of be, whereas what I was saying, more strategic and intelligent with how you do your outreach, combined with volume. So just things like that. So that's really what I wanted to say. I just wanted to point that out. I think a lot of these kind of hypey shit we're seeing at the moment being spread about cold email being dead or dying is just largely ridiculous. And I'm just basing that off what I've seen in the last 10 years and these kind of claims with so many tactics, strategies, and channels. I mean, when I started doing lead gen for clients, like as a service, 2018, I started off doing LinkedIn. And I remember then the whole rage was that cold calling is dead. Well, it's 2023 and people still do cold calling. Probably fucking harder than what it was 5 years ago, no doubt. But people still do it. People still get results with it. It's what I want to, it's kind of my point. What was another one I've seen? I'd say probably around 2020, maybe 2019. It wasn't actually that long after I started doing LinkedIn. LinkedIn started cracking down heavily on automation because it was basically had people just like fucking spamming everyone on LinkedIn. And then that was the same thing. People say, oh, LinkedIn's dead for lead gen, doesn't work anymore. It's like, well, it does still work. You just got to be a bit more intelligent about how you do your outreach, how you do your messaging and things like that. Yes, it is harder because LinkedIn's much more restrictive because basically lead gen guys fucking ruined it for everyone. But yeah, which is ironical given I'm a lead gen person myself, but I just think, unfortunately, a lot of people in lead gen abuse things and then ruin it for everyone. But it is what it is. You just have to fucking accept it, adapt to it, and do what you can with what you got, basically, and try and be as intelligent with how you do your lead gen as possible. And that's why I really think none of these things are dying or dead, because it really is going to come down to how you think and how you apply things. But yeah, definitely I do think cold email is tougher and more challenging than ever, especially when I think back to when I started 3 years ago. But I do not believe it will be dead or dying in the future. It'll just change a lot. And that's pretty much it and my thoughts on it. So take it with a pinch of salt. Make your own mind up. That's just my thoughts. I mean, like I said, I've been around for 10 fucking years now, and in my experience with these kind of claims, you generally every 2-3 years you get these kind of claims with some tactic, strategy in marketing or channel, and they just generally don't come true. Not to, at least to the way people claim that they will come true. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Time will tell anyway, I suppose. Let's see what happens. That's just my thoughts. That's pretty much it. If you're on YouTube, as usual, subscribe. Always appreciate it. Do feel free to reach out if you want more one-on-one help with lead gen. And yeah, if you've got any comments, as usual, leave them and I'll get back to you. Otherwise, thanks for watching. See you on the next vid.